Welcome to Sports Beat. From Little League to high school and from college to the pros, Sports Beat covers it all. And here's your host, Justin Cabe.
All right, everyone, and welcome to Sports Beat, where I'm going to be joined by Coach Welps today. With that being said, we're going to get a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back to talk with Coach Welps about district track, his move to River Road, and some of his favorite memories here at Brownfield. So we'll be right back after that on Sports Beat.
Football and brisket, bluebonnets in springtime. In Texas, some things are better together. Like at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, where a home policy just isn't the same without auto coverage to help bring your rates down. The state fair and fine stuff? Can't have one without the other. Moments worth covering are never accidents.
Call us today at 806-637-2504 or stop by our Brownfield location at 521 West Main.
Discounts may vary by situation.
Linegar Electric Cooperative is behind the Cubs all the way. We know the Cubs can be depended on just like Linegar with over 60 years of service. We are proud to call Terry County our home, someone who takes pride in offering the people they serve the very best. Linegar Electric Cooperative says, go get 'em Cubs.
Cotton farmers. From planting to harvest, you nurture your crop. At Harvest, you want to use Meadow Farmers Co-op gin. Since its beginnings in 1935, Meadow Farmers Co-op has prided itself in fast, courteous service to our customers. We provide complete ginning service from the field to the marketing of your crop through PCCA and the SEAM marketing system. Call 806-539-2241 or come by Meadow Farmers Co-op to learn about our service and commitment to you. Meadow Farmers Co-op, celebrating 80 years of service to Terry County.
Do you have a dental problem? Then go see Dr. Cawley. Dr. Cawley is a second-generation West Texas dentist, locally owned and operated for 27 years. Dr. Cawley is an honors graduate of the University of Texas Dental School. He, along with his talented staff and newest technology, can take care of any of your family's dental needs. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and give them a call at 806-637-8386 or drop by at 1307 Tahoka Road in Brownfield. Dr. Cawley, where West Texas hospitality begins with a smile.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Make morning perfect at McDonald's with a warm buttermilk biscuit with sausage gravy. Pair it with a freshly brewed McCafe coffee. At participating McDonald's.
Meadow ISD, providing a pathway to success. We are once again a Texas Education Agency recognized school district, and our accomplishments over the past 2009-2010 school year include success in sports, academics, UIL, one-act play, and more. At Meadow, we are challenging our students to be the best both in and out of the classroom. Visit our website at meadowisd.net.
All right, and welcome back to Sports Beat today, joined by Coach Welps. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great today.
That's good. Let's talk a little bit about district track and Scout breaking a record, Darius Kyle advancing, and also another runner advancing as well.
Yes, it was a great day, district track meet. Yesterday we just did field events in the 3,200 meter. Darius Kyle had a jump of 6'4". He was a state qualifier the year before. He got in at second place, and, he was a little bit below his personal best, but had a great effort, and, just advancing right now is the things to do. So he's advancing out. We have Jeremiah Rodriguez ran his personal best time in the 2 mile yesterday, and he's going to be advancing going to the area track meet. And then Scout had a long jump of 17:11.5, broke a school record. I think he's 25 years old, and it was a great jump. So it's an exciting day over there at Denver City as we, now prepare for tomorrow for the running part of the district track meet as we go.
So the running part is tomorrow then?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything except for the 2 mile. We ran the 2 mile yesterday.
Yes. Ran yesterday. And what's it look like as far as kids advancing for running events?
Well, we got a lot of chances. I know, if we talk about the girls first, they got some relays that got a good chance. They got a sprint relay and also a mile relay that is right there in the district. At our track meet, they have an 800-meter relay. All three relays could really get out for the girls tomorrow. They've really been coming on as of late. At our home track meet last week, they won 2 of them and got second in the other one. So they've really been coming on. Also in the runners, we've got Scout's got one of the best times in 300 hurdles coming in, so she'll have a good chance in that. We have also Caitlin Martinez is coming on in the and also Rachel Hawkins in the 100. So and then the 200, we have a few runners got a good chance in that too. So there's a good group of girls got a chance to get out tomorrow and some running they've been doing. In the boys, we have a sprint relay's been working all year. Has got a chance do some things tomorrow. 800-meter relay. Also, we've got a mile relay in the boys. So all three of those relays have a good possibility chance of getting out. And they've been working hard all year. We also have 300 hurdler Isaiah Hood. He's got a good chance in the 300 hurdles tomorrow. And we also have a few 200-meter runners and 100-meter runners that got a good chance to get themselves to area. So we got a chance to get 25, 30 kids there to area track meet.
That's good. When and where is area?
Area is going to be next Thursday at Randall High School there in Canyon.
That'll be good for them. Good for them to get out there and compete, and good to see them doing great things at track. Yes,
it is. They've really come on here towards the end of the year and been doing some things. And I always say, track athletes, it's hard to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide on the track.
No.
You're seen pretty fast, and I think these kiddos have put a lot of work into this, and I'm excited to see them starting to excel and do some things.
Yeah, I tried to run the hurdles once. It didn't work out too well for me.
No, I never ran an event. I was always out there in the field events, so it's got to be tough to get on that track.
Right. Now, looking past area, what does the past area look like for some of these kids?
Then we'll get to the regional meet. And as we look in area, basically area you compete against one other district. Top 4 of this district go against top 4 of the North District, which the North District consists of Bushland, Perryton, Dalhart, Pampa. So we'll be seeing that district when we go up in Randall, and there's some pretty good. So when we get to there, try to get in the top 4 again, advance to the regional track meet. Regional track meet's always tough. You got the whole Region 1 there. Mm-hmm. And so as we look in there, we've got some pretty close. We've got some chances with some of our kiddos. Darius is going to be in there in the mix. Scout's going to be in the mix and some of those things. We've got, some relays going to be in the mix. So, it comes down to who gets that final group,
right,
when we get there. So, but, yes, it's going to be Abilene, Wiley, all of them will be down there at the regional track meet there. So we've got to keep getting better in our time, just keep advancing right now. That's what you track. Everybody says you got to get your best time. Well, you want to save it to that regional track meet, and then there you want to hit it on your best day, and that'll get you a chance to go down to Austin and run.
Hope the weather's just right and you don't have a crazy windstorm or something.
Yeah, windstorms, thunderstorms, you name it. We get all the weather around here. If you don't like it, if you wait for a minute, it'll change.
Yeah, it'll change. That's what I told Darius. Talked to him and Coach Hood here a while back, and so I told him, I asked him how the wind affected his jump, and he's like, just try to time it whenever there's not a big gust coming through and jump then. And yesterday was a fairly pretty day for a track meet.
Yesterday was very pretty. A little bit cold in the morning, but, that's normal this time of year. But other than that, it was very nice. Not much wind. Everybody got to compete.
Things could be a little wet for Thursdays.
Yeah, that's why we did field events yesterday, because Thursday we're looking at clouds rolling in, thunderstorms, rain,
We're under
all those things.
Flash flood watch right now.
Yeah, so here we go. It's kind of part of it. I guess we can float around to the finish line if we have to.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Turn it into a swim meet instead of a track
yes.
meet. Well, Coach, I think the main reason I wanted to get you in here today, though, is to talk about your decision to leave and head to River Road. And I know it's a decision me and you have talked about that hasn't been an easy one on you. And speak to that decision some and what went all into that.
Well, that decision, was very hard. It was process that, I had to go through with me and my family, and, what was best for what we were trying to do right now. It's just everything, I prayed and did things about it and talked to people, and it was just for me and my family, situation we're in right now was just it's what made my decision. That was where I finally laid down one night and made my decision, and that's, and that was what it all came down to.
Well, and, I respect a guy's decision when he's sitting there talking about, his family and the family aspect of it, and it being such a big deal for your family. I know personally when I moved from Lubbock back to Brownfield, not that big of a move, but, family is one key important reason why we moved like we did as well. And so it's always good to hear somebody talk about family and not really selfish reasons as well.
Yes, sir. I've never gotten this business for, selfish reasons. It was always been, it was a group deal, and, and I want wherever I be able to take care of my family the way it needs to be, and that's kind of that was the only thing that really struck me, and things that I had, at that situation that we needed to make a decision.
Well, as you move back up there, what are some of the changes people are going to see up at River Road as far as coaching changes from the last regime to this one?
Well, we're a little older. That will be a little bit, one little regime change, but River Road is got some great things going on up there. They got some people up there. I know a lot of people up there. They're hardworking people, good people, and we've called and we visited with all of them and things, and more than anything changes. Kind of go back to what we started there a bunch of years ago. Those kids still are hardworking, do things. So we're going to go back into kind of revamp the program that we had there that we had started, and we got pushing there. And I really think that that there's not going to be a whole lot of change for them, because a lot of those kids I talked to the other day were 5th and 4th graders in my football camp up there. So it's seeing a lot of familiarity and things coming in. So, and they've done a good job up there. I mean, kids are out playing, they're competing and that. So really, what we just got to do is get in there and build the things that we had on in the past, and just build up that tradition where we had it.
I've seen several students. I was on River Road's Facebook page, and several of your former athletes commenting about how they're going to have to go back to a game just to come see you and give you a hard time.
Well, they've done that, they've followed us, and a lot of those old players we still visit and I keep in touch with and things, and that's going to be a great start, because the alumni is, that's big for any time you build a program.
Oh, yeah.
They see guys that come back and played, and we really want to build that tradition strong, and everybody, and have a homecoming, and create that. It's everybody's program. It's a community program, and that's what we strive to build. And I strive to build that here. When I was here, I mean, that's big to me. I want it to be something everybody's proud of, excited, and those kids built a lot of tradition when we were there, and I want them to be a part of everything that we do when we get up there.
Me, I've just coached just little league and stuff like that, but it's still funny all these years later, those kids that come up to you that are in high school now and stuff like that, they still call you coach and stuff like that. Yes. And so, I know that's something important to you as a coach, the relationships you build with these kids. And, I know you'll still maintain relationships with the ones that are still here and that have graduated from here, and that's always good to see.
Oh yes, I'm gonna have a lot of relationships here that these kids graduating this year. I started in 6th grade, and now they're young men graduating, young ladies graduating, going into the world, and hopefully we'll keep in touch and things. But a lot of them, we come very close in some things, and I wish the best for their lives and things, and I hope we do stay in touch and be in part, because the bigger, more of them I'm around. That's what I'm here for. I want those kids to be successful as men, and the ladies to be successful in their things, and that's hopefully the things that I want them more than anything. it's not everything's about wins and losses
Right.
when it comes down to it. In my book, there's the relationships you make in life and thing that you do. I think that's more important than anything.
Yeah, I had a kid tell me one time during a little dribblers practice, Coach, why are you being so hard on me? I was like, it's because I want to see you succeed. I'd love to see you go play for a national championship or a state championship in high school and this and that. But more importantly, I was like, I want you to succeed at life. I was like, I want to see you do better than this and, respect the authority that has been put in front of you. And it was neat to see some of them kids actually get to play for a state championship last year.
Yes, and that's another exciting time. We get to see those kids play and win a state championship and things, and that's a special thing. Nobody can ever take away from Brownfield, win a state championship and those things. And those kids did some special things, and those will be memories, will be lifelong.
Right. With that being said, let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, I want to visit with you some more about the memories and maybe some of your whatever your most exciting time was here, or one of your most memorable moments as a coach and as the athletic director in general. So with that being said, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Since 2008, All-Star Peanuts has worked hard to meet the needs of peanut producers and livestock owners with chemicals, seed supplies, and supplies for your livestock needs. Owned and operated by your Terry County farmers, All-Star Peanuts handles peanuts from the field to the warehouse. They're commissioned by Golden Peanuts and are a proud supporter of your Terry County livestock exhibitors. Give manager J.R. Cutt a call at 806-637-1866. All-Star Peanuts, your place for quality service.
Linegar Electric Cooperative can be depended on with over 60 years of service. At Linegar, we provide electricity to all or part of 11 counties, serving more than 5,400 members and more than 22,000 meters. We are proud to call West Texas our home, with our main office in Tahoka and branch offices in Sundown, Lamesa, and Seagraves. Someone who takes pride in offering the people they serve the very best. Linegar Electric Cooperative is proud to support the students and athletes of West Texas.
Maypay Farms is proud to support the Wellman Union Wildcats and Lady Cats. From athletics to academics, success can be found everywhere, and we commend students on their character and commitment. We believe that the community of Wellman was built on hard work and dedication, and are happy to see that the tradition of excellence is more evident than ever in our outstanding students who set the bar high and achieve greatness. From all of us at Maypay Farms, have a great year, Wildcats. We're behind you all the way.
Excellence, achievement, dedication. These are all qualities that describe the students at Wellman Union. That's why Southwest Cotton Growers is proud to cheer on the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all they do. As the largest cotton gin in Terry County, we know what it takes to accomplish your goals, and it all starts with working hard and supporting others. Call manager Kenny Underwood at 806-637-4665 to see how Southwest Cotton Growers can help you this ginning season. We love our customers and our Wildcats and look forward to being a part of your success this season.
Texas Ag Plus at 1670 U.S. Highway 62-385 wants your irrigation repair business. Jake Unger offers you a full line of irrigation parts as well as pump sales, ditching, PVC pipe, and just about anything else related to irrigation on your farm. Locally owned and operated, Texas Ag Plus is here to serve the producer. From start to finish, we want to be the one you think of first when it comes to servicing your irrigation needs. Call Texas Ag Plus at 637-4590.
Hi, this is Aaron Waldrop, Superintendent at Wellman Union ISD, home of 265 fighting Wildcats and growing. At Wellman Union, we're proud of our consistently high academic standards, and we strive daily to provide a safe, family-style atmosphere. We're proud to offer free dual-credit courses for our high school students with the opportunity to graduate with up to 60 hours, completely debt-free. We're also excited to introduce our new facility and continue our goal of providing a fun, memorable experience for all students. Visit our website or like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest Wildcat news. Wellman Union ISD, building on success for today and the future.
All right, and welcome back here to Sports Beat. As we were closing out that last segment, we started talking about some of the things that have happened here while Coach has been the athletic director. And, Coach, on the football field, let's start there. What is one of your best memories here on the football field?
Well, the football field, good memories, and I go back to it. First group of seniors I had here, they were pretty. It's tough when you come in and you start a new job, but this first group of seniors were a pretty special group. I got, and they still come back and visit with me, and that I'll always remember that group. It was one of the first times that we all got together, and a bunch of them are still working in the community. Some of them are wanting to be coaches and that, and that was a fun group to coach. And then probably the next memories is we made the playoffs for 4 years in a row. That was a big deal to me. My whole deal getting here was to build some success and to build a standard in the football program that year in, year out we were a playoff team. And that was probably a big memory for me. The playoff games that we all had, the kids that we had in and out of the program in those years, and the things that we did, and kind of the tradition that we set a standard with, and the bar that we set for excellence in the program. And those are memories I'll always remember. The ups and downs of finally getting to the playoffs, breaking into that, and then doing it year after year after year, and the way our kids competed and did those things. I mean, that was pretty special to me.
Well, and the competing part was never slacking this year. The slacking part was just the fact of having to move up to 4A and the competition that we have all faced and across all sports this year in 4A has just been very difficult.
It's been a tough year. This year, I mean, those are my kids, and I'll always say that. And they're, I tell them that every day. I feel like y'all are all mine, and that's just the way I treat them. And but this year, I take my hat off to them. We didn't quit. We kept fighting, and those kids were part of that, and I felt like we still had a chance in the, last week of the season. They were still fighting hard and doing things, and we just got some key injuries, that was really tough for us. And but as far as fighting hard and doing the things that we need to do, I felt like the program kept its head up traditionally, and I feel like it's a better program for it. And but the football team will always be special to me, the things that we did and we got going here, and some things.
Right. Now we switch over to the athletic director role. What are some of your most memorable moments here as athletic director? And I know the state championship definitely has to be one of them.
Well, we got a state championship in boys basketball. That was a huge deal. Things that stick out in my eyes, how many years in a row we had every sport in the playoffs, and that was a goal of mine. I wrote that down, and when I handed it out to coaches my first year here, and me and and Dr. Monroe, in her office with her, and I was telling her this is what we're going to do, and kind of things that I wrote down on a piece of paper back when I got here, and some of those things that we accomplished. I mean, we were every sport, for I think it was 4 years, made the playoffs, and everything that we were doing. And we were very competitive, winning district championships, state championship in boys basketball. Girls basketball came on to one of the top. I mean, they've made the playoffs now the last 4 years.
Which is big for girls basketball here.
Yes, and that was huge. I mean, girls volleyball has been in the playoffs, and we had cross country teams winning district titles, and to me, that's the overall program was finally where we want it to get it to be. When you look at an overall program as an athletic director, you want every sport to be competitive, every sport to, you don't want any sport to not be competitive, because that's what you're in, And so when you look at it, when we were doing, we had cross country titles, we had volleyball going deep. We had girls basketball playing very well. We had boys basketball winning state tournament. We had football in the playoffs 4 years in a row. And then track. I mean, we had some unreal track years. I mean, we were down, like right now we're still on pace. We've gone 4 years in a row state track meet now.
Right.
And we've had boys and girls qualify. I mean, we've broke records that were 20 years. I mean, going back to Star winning, going in the high jump, to Dylan Houston running the 300 hurdles down there in Medlin, to the 800-meter relay going that 1 year. boys, and then, girls falling 1 second short from them going all in the same year. I mean, we've had some great things in all sports, and track has been successful, almost getting to district championships, and every year sending kids to regional and state. We made that successful. Baseball been in the playoffs the last 4 years now, and then girls softball made a deep, huge run, and so I mean and then tennis.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not leave that out. Tennis, we've been
just won their 6th district championship
just won our
yesterday.
6th straight. I've been here for 6 years, so we've won 6 district titles in tennis, and then in fall tennis, we've been when we weren't 3A, we were in the state tournament. They had that deal, and then now we've gone 4A. They made it to the regional finals this year in team tennis now, and then also we won the district golf tournament in girls golf for 3 years running. Went to the regional and that. So you name a sport that hadn't had success in these 6 years. I mean, you'd have to. Powerlifting, we had people at state.
Yeah, just this year as well. Yeah.
So overall, as a sport program, we were competitive in everything we did, and that to me was I wanted to reach that goal, and I wrote. I mean, I wanted to be a known athletic program of the South Plains. That's what I wrote, and to me, that was the biggest thing that I wanted to do here, and I feel like we got to that point. I mean, I know we left a lot out there to get to, but we raised the bar to a standard, and I feel like we got to that standard. And now it makes it harder to go up now from there, and that's what we were trying. And then that was my goal from day one when I walked in here.
Well, and I think you definitely did a good job of accomplishing that goal. I mean, sports programs around here, I mean, there for a long time, basketball girls was just like, nobody showed up to watch them. I mean, just plain and simply what it was. And now there's people showing up to watch girls basketball, and they're staying for the boys. It's not they're showing up at the end of the girls' game so they can be there early for the boys' game. Yes. They're coming to actually watch the girls play, and that's great to see.
Yes, and I mean, that's great to see. And, we've had more crowds, and every sport across the board, volleyball, I've seen more people cross-country meets to, everything. Anytime, when I told my coaches, and, when I started a meeting, I said, when a Cub bus pulls up, people know who shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I wanted.
Right.
And I feel like we take our athletics serious. We take it right. And, and that's a tribute to the kids. But that's the mentality that I wanted to build as an athletic director here. So whenever Cubs show up, you're in a battle.
Right. Well, Coach, as we get ready to close Sports Beat out today and the final Sports Beat with you, is there any kind of shout-outs you want to give to anybody?
Yeah, I would like to. I know I don't get to see everybody in the community before I leave, but I want to thank the community, number one, for the acceptance of my family here, and thanks for all. It's been a wonderful 6 years, and I just want the community of Brownfield to know thank you for how accepting they were and how great they were, and it meant a lot to me and my family, and I appreciate that. And I'd like to also thank administration for the work and support that they've done while I've been here, because they've supported me. And Dr. Monroe and the administration has done a great job here, and I just want everybody to know that. And going back to I want everybody to just that this community meant a lot to me, and that understand that it'll always be a part of me, and I just want everybody to kind of know that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate everything you've done here in Brownfield, and we wish you nothing but success moving forward at River Road. And we look forward to keeping up with you up there, and maybe coming to talk to you a time or two while you're up there at River Road.
Well, I'll promise you I'll be around here, so y'all, yes, so we'll see y'all around.
All right. Thank you, Coach Welps, and that has been Sports Beat this morning. Stay tuned for next week's show, as I'll have another great guest lined up for y'all then. This has been Sports Beat.
Thanks for tuning in to Sports Beat. From interviews with local coaches and players to collegiate and professional news, tune into Sports Beat every Friday at 9:30 a.m. If there's a person of interest or a story that you want covered, send an email to sports@towntalkradio.com.